And good morning, good morning, good morning. There we go. Look at all this premeditation socializing. I'm going to politely ask you to now sit down and stop talking, please. Especially you, Dr. Pat. All right, welcome to Sunday and today's meditation. So I truly do invite you to settle into your chair and take a deep breath, and we'll get spiritually focused within. So the meditation will last about 20 minutes. My name's Lance Rath. I'm a spiritual practitioner here at the center. And yeah, let's get going. I think today we'll start with a couple ohms. Let's start with 3, actually. I'll do the first one, and then you're welcome to join in on the following 2. If you can draw out the ohm, that's wonderful, but this is not a competition, so no one's paying attention, and there's no prize for the winner. So I'll just do the first one, and again, you're welcome to follow along on the next 2. Wonderful. So I invite you to close your eyes and settle into your chair. For those at home, the same. And just note your breath. It's really all you need to do. Just note yourself breathing in and breathing out to your body's regular rhythm. I like to say to myself as I'm doing this, or think to myself as I'm doing this, I am breathing in and I'm breathing out as it occurs. It's a really easy way to not give my brain opportunity to think about other things. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And as you do this, allow yourself to relax. Settle into your chair. Wiggle your shoulders, your hips, anything else that needs some wiggling to settle in comfortably. I like to envision basically a ray of light coming in above my head that is gently sending rays of relaxation down that start at the top of my head and go down my scalp, along the back of my head, gently along my face and the back of my neck. Just this beautiful, relaxing energy streaming down above and into and around me. So if that works for you, I invite you to do that as well. Feel that relaxing energy go over your shoulders. It's always the neck and the shoulders that have that tension. But there's nothing we need to do right now, so we can let that go. Let that tension go. Let it ease. Let that warm, gentle light pass over and relax every muscle, every ligament, every tendon. Feel that relaxation continue lower your back, your torso, Your hips, your thighs. Relax, relax, relax. Hmm. Breathing in and breathing out as you relax. Noting the breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. To your body's natural rhythm as you relax. So I'm going to be quiet for a little while. And all you need to do is be. And you'll hear my voice again in a few minutes. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last Sunday and this Sunday, and for a few Sundays still, Dr. Pat will be speaking about the law. So I thought I'd talk about the law a little bit. So as you're in your meditative state, the most important thing to know about the law right now is that it's always active. And there's absolutely nothing we need to do ever to make it work. It is always active. The amazing opportunity we have is to direct it. We can consciously choose our thoughts and our beliefs, and through that, our experience of life. And it's as easy as breathing in and breathing out. The law is as constant and as active as our breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Always there, always dependable. Just simply doing what it does, just like your lungs right now. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. in this moment of here and now, I choose to be grateful. I choose to be grateful to experience this thing called life. That I have these five senses that take in and decipher my surroundings, that I'm able to see beauty in a blue sky, in a cloud that looks like cotton floating through the air, that I can choose to enjoy the sounds of birds chirping and singing, that I can feel the wind across my face and through my hair, that I can smile at another and see their smile be returned back to me, that I'm able to communicate and others can communicate with me, that I can choose what clothing I wear and what my appearance is, that I can feel the ground beneath my feet, that I can walk in a forest and beside a river and on top of a mountain, and that I have the volition to choose at any moment what direction I will take and where I will go. I live in a magical experience of my own creation. And I take this moment, I'm grateful for it. As I breathe in and as I breathe out. As I breathe in and as I breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You are an individualization of the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself as you. What an amazing thing. What an amazing thing. And it's all just an opportunity. Every single moment to experience this thing called life. And now, slowly, 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 you can bring your presence, your consciousness, your awareness back into your physical body, into this room. You can feel your fingers and toes again. Move that kink out of your neck or wherever else it may be. In a few minutes, the sanctuary here will return to its commotion and all that. But you've got a couple more moments still to enjoy this more peaceful state. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps, just purse your whip and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Well, some things in life feel bad, and that can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble it, make a whistle, and that will help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. 'Cause life begins with truth and ends in truth the same, so why not be consistent in between? Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. It's your life now, so sing out loud. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life.
Okay, okay. What a way to open the morning. Hi, everybody. How are you? I think it was because of Lance's meditation. I went so deep in that meditation, it could possibly be true that I fell asleep. But but I'm here now and I'm awake. Hi, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all. And to our LoveStream people, welcome as well. If you are new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell. I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a center for spiritual living, there's a few things you need to know. We are a faith tradition. We don't call ourselves a religion. We're kind of a philosophy, but we honor all faith traditions. We understand that there are as many ways to believe that are true to each and every one of us, that there are people on this earth, that the spirit, that life, that universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is expressing itself and it's knowing itself through us. So there can't be just one way. I mean, just look around the room and look at all the variety. We all have the same ingredients. You know, we have heads and arms and legs and everything like that. And yet each one of us is so unique. That is indicative of a limitless universe. And so just look around the room. Seriously, look around the room. Look at all the other godlings that are sitting in this room. How wonderful is that? And that's going to lead us right into what we call our Kong song, which is We Come Together?
Yes.
Okay, so let's stand up and let's sing this together. So what happens is Amy sings the part not italicized and we sing the italics part. So let's sing together.
1, 2.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Now recognize the God in you.
I recognize the God in you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love, we come together.
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 In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, God loves me and I love you too.
God loves me and I love you too.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love, we come together.
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 In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
We come together.
Come together.
Come together.
We come together.
Come together.
In the name of love, we come together.
We come together.
We come together.
Come together.
We come together.
Come together.
In the name of love, we come together.
Come together.
We come together.
Come together.
We come together.
Come together.
In the name of love, we come together.
We come together.
We come together.
Come together.
We come together. Yeah. In the name of love. Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Wow, we are just starting out with a bang. That's pretty exciting. So, you know, we are not just a Sunday morning kind of a place. We have stuff going on in this center almost every day of the week, and sometimes on Sunday. So to tell us what is happening next Sunday, which actually also happens to be Father's Day, is Gail Verdi, one of our practitioners, and she's going to tell you about the special thing we have happening. So, meow, meow.
We have a special visit next.
Can we make sure her mic's on?
How's this? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes, we've got the Calgary Humane Society coming next Sunday with the Rover van. And in the Rover van will be some available adoptable cats or dogs. And they'll be out front. When we come out of service, they'll be waiting for us with great anticipation. Hope to see you all there. Thanks.
Thank you, Gail. Now, I need two of our biggest, strongest guys to accompany me next Sunday morning to make sure that I do not go in there and adopt extra cats. Okay, so I'm counting on you all to keep me honest. Okay, so that's happening next Sunday. It's also Father's Day, so maybe you know a father who needs a little baby kitten. I don't know. Okay, what else is going on is our sharing circle. So you know how monthly we have some of our practitioners do workshops. We call them Sunday sessions. And this time, Reverend Marjorie, our lovely Reverend Marjorie, is simply going to hold a circle of sharing for people who are having feelings or they just want to talk about what's going on with the transition. As you know, I'm retiring at the end of the year, and people are having the feels. And so Reverend Marjorie's going to be there, and she's going to hold this circle and hold everyone in love. So if you're feeling that, if you just kind of want to be around with people, and I mean, we don't expect you to, it might actually be, thank God, is it the end of the year yet? No. So that's happening on Sunday, June 28th at 12:30, and just go ahead and show up and be part of that group as well. We want to say a huge thank you to the people who were part of the hospice gardening group. Who we have somebody who works for a hospice, and they said, could we just have some people come and beautify this space, because then the people who are in the hospice have a place to go and feel beauty. So I want to particularly point out Suzanne Boisvert, Neil Butler, Stander Butler, Richard Dalkin, Shelley DeCoste, Sue McQueen, Naomi Van Veen, Carl Van Veen, Lee and Ernie, however their last name is spelled, Vindervogel, I think I said it right. Would you stand up and let us acknowledge you, please? Thank you so much for being in service in such a tangible and loving way. That's really quite lovely. So we have a golf tournament coming on, and we know we have golfers in this group. And if you aren't a golfer, we know that you have friends who golf. We would like to have, Lucette, help me out. How many teams do we have openings for? 28 teams, that we have teams of 4. So you and 3 of your best friends get yourselves registered for this. And for that $250 as a player, you get the golf course, you get the golf cart, you get food, you get drinks, I think, and you get to be in beautiful surroundings with other people from the center and other people who love to be outdoors and play golf. So just use your phone to get on the QR code there and get the information, get yourselves registered. Pick up some of the folders and hand them out. Take them to your gyms, take them to all those different places, and let's get this thing filled out and filled up, because we got lots of sponsorship. We can always use more, but we got lots of sponsorship. Now we need players. So go do your thing. Go spread your light and get people signed up to be part of the golf tournament. We're continuing to take votes for the survey, what we're going to do with the land over here. It's in the newsletter or on the website if you are looking for where you can go to put your vote. And just so that you know, the parking lot has gotten 7 votes. Labyrinth with community space has gotten 23 votes, and a combination of both parking and Labyrinth and community space has gotten 38 votes. So it's looking kind of clear, but we would like to have a few more people weigh in on that. And then the Canadian New Thought Conference, which is a grassroots conference, been around for about 10 or 15 years. We hosted it here in 2016, if you all remember. Amy is going to be the music director. I'm going to be one of the speakers. Takes place... We're laughing because I said, I'm going to be one of the speakers. Dead silence. And Amy's going to be the music director. The crowd went wild. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to talk about it again today is the early bird price expires at the end of June. So $2.99 instead of $3.99. So you want to get yourselves registered for that. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really, resilience in the time of uncertainty. Anybody going through times of uncertainty? Okay, one person. Wow, we don't, you know what? The rest of us are obviously resilient, so we need to be there to tell everybody how to do it. Anyway, it's September 18th through 20th. And then our ongoing groups, we have the Higher and Higher Choir who rehearses every Sunday right after service. If you'd like to sing, if you'd like to check it out, you can speak with Francis and get an idea of what's going on with that. And they do have a performance coming up. And I've heard a little something of it, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. So see Francis if you have more information about that. Wednesdays with me, Coffee with Dr. Pat is Wednesdays at noon online, and the in-person grief support group is having their final, is this correct? Is their final meeting this Wednesday. Franny, is that correct? This Wednesday, and then they're going to go on a summer break and then come back in the fall. And anything that you've missed, you can find on the website or in the newsletter. Okay, everybody take a deep breath. That's a lot of information. And now we go into the more sacred part of our service. We take care of the business in the beginning. So then when we get to that place, we stay in that place. And look at this group coming in, all the tall people. I know. I'd like to invite the ministers and the practitioners to come forward and line the stage, including our practitioner interns, all of whom have now passed their written exam, and they're going to have their oral panels in a couple of weeks. These people are here to serve you. If you have something that is going on in your life and you would like to have some spiritual support, they're here for you. They really are here for you, and they love doing what they do. And so it's as simple as just going up and saying, "Excuse me, Fran."
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you. Thank you. They are here for you. So please avail yourself of that gift that they give. What we're going to do now is that Amy is going to lead us in a chant, and our practitioner of the day, Lance Rath, is going to do our spiritual mind treatment. So everybody just go with it.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of
So let's drop down and settle into who we are. I'm dropping down right now. I breathe in this moment, and I know that there is one presence, one divine beingness, a force of creation, harmony, and love that is the all, and it is all that is. And that beingness permeates into all that it creates. For all is of the one, all is of the love, all is of the joy, all is of creation, and that includes me. And what is true for me is true for every single person hearing my voice right now. I am all that. And because that's true, I know that there are no blockages, that the illusion is just the illusion, that my experience of this world, of my life, is entirely up to me, and that's an opportunity rather than a challenge. And I'm grateful for knowing that truth, and I'm grateful for experiencing it and seeing it laid out before me as I walk my path of choices. And in that gratitude, I release my word right now. I let it go, I let it be, and so it is.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love.
Thank you, Amy and Steph, for that beautiful chant. Thank you, Lance, for that treatment, setting the tone for what we're about to do. And thank you, all of you, for being here and supporting the center always with your love and your consciousness. You may be seated. Elevation is about to do one of my favorite songs. I realize I say that a lot. What can I say? I love Elevation. Even Amy Bishop.
Thank you.
Just get ready. Hold on to your socks. That's all I have to say. Please welcome Elevation.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost, everything I've won, Everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul, 'cause I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of life, to the sweetest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, get ready, my soul.
Amy Bishop, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, Lisa Jacobs. Give it up for Elevation. Yowza. Thanks. Thank you. What do you say after that? Except this. Right? Holy moly. Would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more at your own pace. So last week we started a series of talks based on this amazing book. I actually brought 2 copies. I brought my copy, which is old and ratty and worked a lot in. And then this is the copy, which happens to be available at the Soul Shop, in case anybody wants to pick up a copy of this. It is called Working with the Law, written by Dr. Raymond Hallowell. And I've loved this book for a long time. As you can see, I really do use it and have taught from it for many years, because what I find is that it takes kind of hard to understand concepts and makes them easier to understand. So to start out, I'm just going to say that straight out, when we're talking about working with the law, we're talking about the universal law of cause and effect. So whenever you hear me talk about the law in all of our dealings, we are talking about cause and effect, which basically means for every cause, there is a corresponding effect or experience. But what Hallowell did in this book, Working with the Law, is that he broke down that main law, cause and effect. I call it the granddaddy law. He broke it down into 11 different laws or aspects or facets. If you're looking at the law as a gem, right? It's got all these different facets. And so it's these facets, it's these aspects that we're going to be working with during this series. So I have to tell you straight out that I will admit that spending several weeks talking about the law might seem kind of dull and dry. Anybody going to cop to it? Like, oh my God, is she talking about this again? Okay. I think that I am safe in saying that nothing could be further than the truth, because learning about how the universal law of cause and effect and how we can learn to work it and use it in the way that it's intended is one of the most exciting and one of the most life-changing things that you can do. So I want you to picture this. I want you to picture that there is this, I got to get there. There is this limitless, creative, intelligent, expansive expression of the divine energy of the universe. And one of the ways that it works on this human plane of existence is to work with us and respond to our thoughts and to bring us what it is that we think about. That's its job. You get it? This limitless thing, and its job is to work with us and have us work with it. And because it is impersonal, it is impartial. It's that not the loving kittens and fuzziness of the love part of the universe. This is the law, and it doesn't edit. It doesn't choose what it creates. It brings to us what we think about, good or less good. Ever go like this? Yeah. So the first thing that we need to do when we are working with this law, I talk about it every week, is to be mindful of our thoughts, because the law is going to bring to us what we most think about. So where Hallowell really stresses this is in the chapter in the book called The Law of Thinking. And he said this: attention should be given to the predominant mental state, for it will regulate the action and direction of all one's forces, facilities, and powers, the sum total of which will inevitably determine many particular experiences. So when he is talking about the predominant mental state, he is talking about, as Ernest Holmes puts it, the tendency of our thoughts, not the random weird stuff that pops in every once in a while. Maybe you guys don't have random weird stuff popping in every once in a while. I certainly know that I do. So, as we talked about a couple of weeks, we're talking about the tendency of our thoughts. Do you tend to look on the bright side of life? Da-dum, da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Or do you tend to look on the dark side? Because that predominant mental energy hugely influences what you're going to see and what you're going to experience in your life. So Hollowell also wrote this: the law of thinking is in perpetual operation. The law of thinking is in perpetual operation, and it works both ways. Persons who dwell on thoughts of failure or poverty will gravitate toward like conditions. On the other hand, we can think on positive conditions, on success and plenty, and in the same manner enjoy full and plenty. What the mind holds within takes its form in the outer world. Is this registering? Are we getting here? Because the truth is, I could go on quoting Hollowell till kingdom come, because it really is such a clear and important thinking. But ultimately, as I was going over the chapters again this week, it all comes down, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, it all comes down to being a disciplined and orderly thinker. Now, I don't mean to be so disciplined and orderly that we lack spontaneity or creativity, but rather to learn how to direct our minds toward the way that we want our lives to work. Ernest Holmes said, trained thought is more powerful than untrained thought. That's what he's talking about here, Hollowell. He's talking about disciplined and orderly thinking, so that when spontaneity and creativity actually happens, we are working toward, not against, the direction of the things that we want. Can I get an amen? Amen. Are you out here? Okay, good. So, even as much as I love talking about the power of thought, there are other laws that we have to consider in this series. But I want to close out the chapter on law of thinking with a poem that Hollowell included in this chapter called The Law of Thinking. It's actually the second chapter of the book. This poem is written by Henry Van Dyke, and it's called Thoughts Are Things. Have you ever heard that before? Well, he wrote this a lot of years ago. Henry Van Dyke did, not Hollowell. Said this: I hold it true that thoughts are things. They're endowed with bodies and breath and wings, and that we send them forth to fill the world with good results or ill. That which we call our secret thought speeds forth to earth's remotest spot, leaving its blessings or its woes like tracks behind it as it goes. We build our future thought by thought, for good or ill, yet know it not. Yet so the universe was wrought. Thought is another name for fate. Choose then thy destiny and wait. For love brings love, and hate brings hate. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Because now we're going to switch over to our second law today, which is called the law of supply. And the law of supply basically states that, again, I want you to go there with me, we are surrounded by unlimited, infinite, boundless supply, or essence, or substance. Think of it, it's everywhere. Hold on. I'm going to really illustrate it now. It's everywhere. That law of supply is everywhere, and it is simply awaiting our recognition of it to express and to demonstrate in our lives. The challenge is that many people either don't know this or don't know that it applies to them. As Hollowell wrote, man is never satisfied. The law of his being is perpetual increase, progress and growth. Hence, the advancing life is the true life, the life that God intended man to live. Now, I realize that this flies in the face of the way many of us were raised. See if any of these statements sound familiar to you. Were you raised to not want or covet things? Were you raised with the belief in lack and limitation? Were you raised that it is selfish to want to live well? Were you raised to believe that if I have enough, I'm somehow taking something away from someone else? Yeah. Were you raised to play small and limited? Were you raised to think that playing small or limited is pious or more godly? Were you raised to think that being comfortable, happy, healthy, prosperous, and free somehow displeases God? What if the opposite was true? What if we knew that the essence of the universe, that limited supply of spirit, actually intends for us to live fully, wealthfully, and happily? Everyone go like this. What? And how do we know this? Because I'm telling you, we know this because good supply is absolutely everywhere. Has anybody taken a walk in the past week someplace where the trees are blooming and where the grass is growing and where the little bunnies are coming out? Everything, supply, limitless supply is everywhere. But we don't know it or we don't believe it because it may not look like what we think it should look like. Or we don't allow ourselves to look for and see it because of all those things that we were taught when we were younger. But the truth is, supply is literally everywhere. And even modern science supports this idea in the study of quantum physics. Now, I do not pretend to be an expert on quantum physics, but I do know a thing or two about metaphysics, which is the study of what is beyond our five senses. So I went to the source. I went to the source of supply that lives on my computer. His name is Chatty. And I asked Chatty, exactly how I put it, give me an easy to understand paragraph explaining quantum physics from a spiritual metaphysical perspective. And here is what Chatty or Maya or Claude or Ernest or whatever you've named your Chatty, I just know I've named mine Chatty. Here is what Chatty came up with to explain quantum physics. Modern physics suggests that what appears solid and separate may actually arise from a deeper, unseen reality. Metaphysics has long taught a similar idea, that beneath the world of appearances lies an infinite field of possibility, creativity, and intelligence. While science and spirituality approach this mystery in different ways, both invite us to look beyond what our senses immediately reveal. They remind us that life is more than what we can see, that new possibilities are always present, and that we are connected to something greater than ourselves. Quantum physics. Ernest Holmes said the very first sentence of the Science of Mind text said, "We all look forward to the day when science and religion walk hand in hand from the visible to the invisible." He wrote that in 1926. And we are proving it is being proven time and time again. So whether we see things from a spiritual perspective or from a scientific perspective, we are surrounded by infinite potential and supply. Yes, you with me? Can I get an amen? And that supply, that unformed substance, that's what Ernest Holmes calls it. It calls it undifferentiated substance. That unformed substance forms itself into the world that we see and the things that we experience according to what? The tendency of our thoughts and our beliefs. In other words, once we allow ourselves to believe more, we will see more. I'm going to say that again because that was actually pretty profound. Even Chatty told me it was, but I wrote that. Once we allow ourselves to believe more, we will see more. Because it's the way the law works. So as our belief and as our acceptance of this truth grows, the next tool in working with the law of supply, get ready, my soul, is to make a demand on it. In other words, to state what it is that we want to experience, not from a place of beseeching, not from a place of begging, but from a place of unity and oneness with all there is. Now, it may startle some people to hear, well, what do you mean that you're making a demand on the universe? Don't we have to go in with our little thimble and go, oh, please, I'm not worthy, please? No, absolutely not. It's a strong statement, but when we are working with a law, it is impartial and impersonal, so we don't hurt its feelings when we make a demand on it. By doing so, we are actually working with it the way it works. And the way it works is much better with clear direction rather than haphazard, messy, tentative direction, which is really no direction at all. Because when a demand is placed on the law, out of necessity or out of desire, the law goes to work. Because that is what it does. So Hollowell gives a fascinating illustration of this in the book when he talks about the introduction of, believe it or not, the automobile. And I realize that there are many, many more modern examples of what I'm about to tell you, but this one is still relevant. And because we're studying his book, that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to tell you what he wrote here. I'm not going to put it up on the screen here. He wrote, once our forefathers were in style when they rode the stage, a hack, or a carriage. It has not been so long since one was the talk of the town if he owned a fast team of horses and a rubber-tired Victoria or gig. It's really old language. I get it. Stick with me. He asked the question, where are they now? Gone and almost forgotten. The automobile has supplanted them. How did that happen? When people demanded a means of traveling with more speed, greater comfort, and luxury, necessity gave man an idea. He thought of building a horseless carriage. He worked on the plan. He slowly developed it and slowly educated the public to accept the modern mode of transportation. One outstanding man named Henry Ford dreamed of the world rolling on wheels and set out to build a car that the poor man could afford. Today, the automobile has become such an important factor in man's life that we wonder how he could have ever progressed without it. Why did people live so long content with the horse and carriage and not enjoy the automobile? Because they could not imagine it. Their minds were not trained to demand such a thing. Was the supply available to build such a machine? There was as much as supply then as there is now. In fact, he writes, supply has always been there since the beginning. But without demand, there is no evidence of supply. He says, he actually wrote our parents. I changed it. Our grandparents, who had a horse and buggy consciousness, could not attract the new mode of travel until they were able to enlarge their minds to conceive the necessity of an automobile. Are you with me? They were not able to attract a new mode of travel until they were able to enlarge their minds to conceive of the possibility. So I want you to think about all of the great inventions, the ideas, the architecture, the structures, the medicine, the music, the movies, the gardens, the modes of transportation, computers, phones, and the internet. All of this goes on, and they all began when somebody identified a need, made an improvement, got an idea, and made a demand on the law of supply. So I got to share something with you. There's a little irony that goes along with this lesson, because the chapter on law of supply had so many gems and it had so much wisdom that I frankly got a little overwhelmed by what to share, because this talk could have been 2 hours. I'm not sure you guys could have stood 2 hours of it, but my level of enthusiasm, I could have talked for 2 hours about it. It was a perfect illustration of the law of supply. More than I could ever use in a single talk. And there's lots more to come in the next few weeks. When we continue, we are going to cover the law of attraction. Bet you all know a little something about that. And also the law of receiving. In the meantime, your assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to notice your predominant mental state. Are you looking on the bright side? Are you looking on the dark side? This has nothing to do with an occasional bad word on the Deerfoot. It has everything to do with the tendency, the predominant mental state. What are you consistently expecting from life? And where might you be limiting your sense of supply? More to be revealed, and so it is. Hi, guys. Are you accompanied with like gong sounds now? Not like the Gong Show. Please welcome Elevation.
Everything beneath the sun breathes like a harmonium. Pure perfection has begun, shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by an heaven sent. May these grapes of pain ferment, alchemized by love's intent. Let me be a sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as you were. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling like a thunder cloud, let me live my life out loud, standing for mankind and proud, baptized by the holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now. God is in all I have. Know your name, hold me in the same breath as you were. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Living like a prayer field, running like Ezekiel's wheels. Nothing but a kiss seals the spirit I've become. Knowing what I'm here for, rolling on to distant shores, flowing from the infinite, God in everyone. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as you were. God, I feel all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Out of darkness I have come. see God in everyone.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Woo! Elevation. Oh, yowza. How do you feel? Good? Ready to take on the law of supply? Make your demand on the universe? Yes. Damn it. Oh. No, demand it. Okay, so if our ushers would come forward, this is our time of supporting the center. One of the ways that we support the center, we have people who are part of our conscious commitment program who it just automatically gets taken out of their account. We have people who send their tithes via e-transfer. Some call Lance and give him a credit card number. However you do it, you see people with the blue cards, they're giving other than on Sundays. And all of it is important. All of it is important because I don't want to affirm that we're a nonprofit organization, but folks, we're a nonprofit organization. And I want you to think about that. Think about what you have just experienced, a little mini concert every Sunday. Think about that. Think about what you spend to go to a movie and you don't get live music. Just think about that. And however you support the center, whether it is your time, your talent, your treasure, it is so appreciated. We are so grateful. So everyone, take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation. Let's put it to your heart and let's say our conscious giving affirmation. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow. And all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is, and so it is. And we sing that wonderful song about gratitude. So let's stand up and sing.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Woohoo! So let's bring in the kids. Hey, guys, come on in. Swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. You know you want to hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, hands, swing, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. I usually do that. Have we got everybody up here? Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Hello. Where's Frankie go? I think it's on.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, happy Sunday. Thank you for being here at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. We had a lot of fun today creating more posters for our upcoming adoption event next weekend. And we took some time to play outside, and I have one speaker today. Oh, sorry.
I love you, Dad.
Oh.
Next weekend is Father's Day weekend, I believe, and we look forward to seeing you, your dads, your uncles, your brothers, and all the boys here at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living.
That's
all I
Miss
got.
Rachel. Miss Rachel, can I ask a question? That T-shirt is pretty darn cool. Where did that come from?
It's mine. The kids made it last weekend. We are looking to make some more shirts that we can put up in the Soul Shop for all of you eager beavers to wear your very own Calgary Center apparel. We're just in the process of getting some fabric paint and fabric markers, and then we can definitely get that going, and they'll be available in the Soul Shop.
That's absolutely wonderful. But are the T-shirts also available in the Soul Shop?
Plain?
Uh-huh.
Yes, of course. Always. We have these ones, and then Lucette was in charge of making amazing shirts for our golf tournament, which you'll have to join if you want to get one. And then after that, whatever shirts we have left, I think will be available in the Soul Shop. But otherwise, we have these beautiful ones, and they're perfect for tie-dyeing.
Very nice. Give it up for our kids. They're so wonderful. Give it up for Elevation again. They knocked it out of the park. To our people up top, we've got Joey and Xander and Arden who are learning up top. To always our coffee people, Neil and Sandra and everybody who helps with that. I think that's it. So if you'll stand up, here's how we do our closing. You know how that, right? Okay, so we're going to take our hands, we're going to rub them together, and we're going to get all the good energy, all the good juju that we possibly can. We're going to send it out to wherever it's needed, wherever that is for you. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week. Adopt a kitty.
One minute we're here, the next one we're not. Clock is ticking, better use what you got. It's Armageddon and we're getting it on, because the world could end before the end of this song. There'll be darker days, there'll be hell to pay, but until then just keep breathing and loving life, and loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. We're loving life, we're loving life. It's like a pizza and we want another slice. We'll take it high, we'll take it low. We'll ride that roller coaster anywhere it goes. We're loving life, we're loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. It's pretty nice, we're loving life. We're loving life. We're loving life. We're loving life. I got some money and I bought some regrets. There'll be fender benders on the way to success. You got your problems and I know I got mine. Well, the grass was looking greener till you realize on the best of days there'll be joy and pain. Are you feeling what I'm feeling? We're loving life, we're loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. We're loving life, we're loving life. It's even sweeter than a watermelon slide. We'll take it high, we'll take it low. We'll ride that roller coaster anywhere it goes. We're loving life, we're loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. It's pretty nice, we're child living on this rock. Don't take a postdoc to keep up with this plot. Cause we're all taught that it's so fraught. What if we just got to the mic drop? We're loving life, we're loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. We're loving life, we're loving life. It's like a pizza and we want another slice. We'll take it high, take it low. We'll ride that roller coaster anywhere it goes. We're loving life, we're loving life. We love it so much that we want to live it twice. It's pretty nice, we're loving life. We're loving life. We're loving life. We're loving life. Can't be defensive or on the attack. You gotta love it if it's gonna love you back. Have a wonderful week, everybody. What a fun day. Sunday fun day.
Sunday FunDay.
Sure.
But I was trying to get your attention to slow it down. Yeah, and then I wasn't like I could feel that, and then I was trying to. we dragged it down. Yeah. That's like stop trying. There's a yeah.
Hi.
Just you put it that way, so that way she can. Look, this.
Oh my god.